By many accounts, one of the most underrated home venues in all of the NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. Today we've got a fun little clash in the AFC, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Tennessee Titans. Ready to get us started, it's Cade York, and off we go from Nashville. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Titans heading out onto the field for the first time, and there is the #1 overall pick from 2025, Cam Ward, leading the way.
Got the ball from game 1 as a rookie last season, started all 17 games and had 15 touchdown passes and just 7 interceptions. Mature beyond his years, they've given him extra weapons now to help the offense.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. From the 46, here's a 2nd down and 4. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Throwing now, Ward. He'll find his rookie wideout from Ohio State here. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 40. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And sometimes it can be trite, but Ohio State receivers tend to be very productive in the NFL, and Tate should be no different. An elite route runner with big-time hands, and boy, does he compete for the football.
Another catch for Tate. And he's going to get this inside the 30. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
Down to the 25. Defensively, Harrison Phillips there to stop it.
Brings up
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 9. Throwing is Ward. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Well, he left no doubt about that one because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there was no way that ball was going to be caught.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. In motion goes the tight end. Here's Ward. He finds Robinson. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Ward. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Again, it's Ward. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right. From the 5, 3rd and goal. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
On 4th down, on is the veteran, Joey Sly for the Titans field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Sly able to put this one through. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well. So your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, called it the 26. The Jets offense taking the field behind Geno Smith, his 2nd stint with the Jets. They drafted him in 2013. Now 13 years later, he's back where it all started.
I love this story. Kind of a back-to-the-future feel with Geno Smith with the Jets where he began his NFL career. He may have led the league in interceptions last season, but I expect his veteran leadership to be good for this young New York team.
Geno now to throw. And check down, complete to Hall. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
The term game manager has such a negative connotation, and I don't really understand why. There are very few quarterbacks who can go out and truly carry an offense. I put this guy in the game manager category, and he did a great job on that first throw, finding an easy pass to his running back to get into a rhythm.
Straight ahead is Hall. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Smith. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front 3, your front 4, your front 5, whatever you've got in front of you to take up.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Amani Hooker. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
Even the most tenured quarterbacks can still get fooled from time to time. He clearly thought he had a throwing lane, but the defense shut it down and picked it off. I'm sure he's frustrated with himself, but I'm also sure he'll shake it off.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Off play action, Ward. Throw right side, taken in by Bellinger. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. To throw, here's Ward. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Encroachment, defense.
And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Trying to run forward with Pollard. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
Play fake, here's Ward. Over the middle, it's complete. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Ward. out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And now what we have here, a 3rd and goal. Now Ward. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Call it a loss of 8 there, and it's going to lead to a 4th down. 4th and goal. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. This one from 35 yards away. Sly able to put this one through. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. They find themselves down here after an interception on their opening drive led to a field goal. But all in all, you'd have to say fortunate to be only down 6.
Yeah, you know how teams huddle on the sideline before they come out on the field in between series? Guaranteed what's said there is, guess what, guys? We take this ball, move it downfield, and put it in the end zone, we're right back to even.
Now Hall to start the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. In motion left is Mitchell. They'll fake it. Now Smith. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing now is Geno. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
So on 4th down, out comes Austin McNamara to punt for New York. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense headed back out. There you're going to look at Brian Dable, their offensive coordinator. His guys have the first half lead here as they try to find some ways to attack this defense. Looking to put a drive together. Play action now. Ward. That's complete to Robinson. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 8 at the 29-yard line.
To throw is Ward. Open man, here's Tate. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On third down, here's Spears. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
46-yard line.
Working out of the gun here, Ward. Right side catch made by Tate. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 47-yard line.
Now 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Ward. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Intended for
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Over the middle, there's Tate. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 37. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Just to get this off my chest and let my heart broken. Seeing how goofies are moved for the green. Saying we on the same team, but what
this quarterback now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Slot man moves right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. What a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And, partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
Second and 12, operating from the 39. Throwing again here, Ward. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Throwing now, Ward. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Joey Sly on for the field goal. A 56-yard attempt.
And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. And this will stay a one-score game as the lead will hold at 6.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
As the visitors head back out, we take a look at the defensive coordinator for the home team. His guys have a first-half lead, all going according to plan so far, as they look to come up with a stop on this next drive. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Now Gino. Looking left sideline, it's complete. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Now it's Smith. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. Smith. He's left with no option here but to throw it away.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Now Smith on third and goal. And to the right side here, it's Allen. No gain on the play. And it'll be fourth down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. York able to send this one through. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the third drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
So all field goals so far, 6-3 our score as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Ward, a final shot before break. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thank you. And this one's still anybody's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in this second half as we are about to get underway. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level.
He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
But I don't think the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
3rd and 5. Smith going to try and run with it. And now a fumble. The ball's out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. He had the option there, decided to keep it, exposed himself and fumbled it.
Yeah, and you worry about the hits he's going to take in that situation. In this case, not only does he take the hit, he coughs the ball up, as you noted.
The Titans offense and running back Tony Pollard set to go back to work. And he's had his fair share of troubles in this one, unfortunately. This defensive front has wreaked havoc throughout the contest, and he hasn't been able to create enough space to make something positive happen to this point. Ward now. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
2nd and 10. They'll throw this out wide and complete it to Ridley. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
A short throw pulled in by Bellinger. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of first by a few yards. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here.
A 56-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they continue to lead in the battle of field goals here. It's now 9-3. After the made field goal, here's Slide to kick this one away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And New York set to take the field. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Looking to put a drive together. He'll give it to Hall to start the drive. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A good gain on first has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Off of play action, here's Smith. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Smith now to throw. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Off the play fake, Ward. Robinson hauling it in outright. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Made the quick throw there outside the numbers, and you can feel the thought process. They just wanted to get in his hands and let him make a play. But how about the job they did defensively to keep him bottled up? Instead, they tackle him for a loss.
Here's Ward. Out route pass complete to Bellinger. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now it's 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
In motion, the tight end. Throwing is Ward. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Here's Williams to return. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Jets will take over. And New York set to take the field. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Now Smith. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. They'll start on the ground with Spears. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart, because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with, because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on 3rd down.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Spears. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Second 10 coming up here in Nashville. 3rd quarter action. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. First carry for the former Tar Heel, Michael Carter. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. This offense so far on 3rd down, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be 3rd and 6. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the 2nd half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. They'll go again with Carter. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Offside. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. Carter straight ahead. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Brandon Stevens there on the tackle. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
He pitches it out to Carter. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That second down play nets a -4.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. And he is caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Wandale Robinson, 27 yards. And the Titans will add to their fourth quarter lead. Now the Titans leaving the offense out there. They'll go for 2.
The Titans will line up for the two-point conversion.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. And New York set to take the field. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Looking to put a drive together. Geno now to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Throwing is Smith. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Play action. It's Smith. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Here's Smith. It's caught. Mitchell. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 38-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Now Smith. To the sideline and incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Throwing again is Smith. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 26.
First down, Jets.
The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Geno. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Smith. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Well, you need your best play here, no doubt. 4th down and 8. Here we go on 4th. Smith. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the 28-yard line.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. To throw is Ward. The short throw pulled in by Bellinger. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Game in hand, the offense takes the knee. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Titans are winners here as we say so long from Nashville.